My girlfriend said, "You're too sensitive," after her friend humiliated me. I replied, "Maybe." Then I shared their cruel messages online. She realized too late whose side everyone took. I, 28 male, guess I'm writing this because I need to get it off my chest. Been with Melissa for 3 years, lived together for 1. Everything was good until her best friend Vanessa moved back to town 6 months ago. Vanessa and Melissa have been friends since middle school, the kind where they have matching tattoos and inside jokes from when they were 13. I tried to be welcoming when she came back after her divorce. Really did. The first few months were okay. Vanessa would come over twice a week for wine nights. I'd usually make myself scarce, play some games in the bedroom, but then she started showing up more. 4, 5 times a week. Always with this smirk when I'd come home from work to find her sprawled on our couch. The breaking point came 3 weeks ago. I'd had a rough day, presentation bombed at work, stuck in traffic for 2 hours, just wanted to decompress. Walked in to find Vanessa and Melissa day drinking in our living room. Cool, whatever. I grabbed a beer and tried to join them. That's when Vanessa started in on me. "Oh look, Mr. Excel Sheets is home. How was your thrilling day of, what is it you do again? Data entry? I'm a financial analyst, she knows this." "It's financial analysis," I said, trying to keep it light. "How's the job hunt going?" She'd been unemployed since moving back, living off her divorce settlement. "Cute," she said. "At least I don't have to pretend numbers are interesting to feel important." Melissa giggled. Actually giggled. It got worse. Vanessa started picking apart everything. My clothes. Does he own anything that isn't from Target? My hobbies. Gaming at 28. Adorable. Even my family. His mom called earlier. Sweet woman. Very simple. I looked at Melissa. She was just sitting there, wine glass in hand, watching her friend tear me apart like it was dinner theater. "That's enough," I finally said. "Aw," Vanessa cooed. "Did I hurt your feelings? Maybe you should go play your little games and calm down." I stood up to leave. That's when I heard Melissa say it. "God, you're too sensitive." I stopped, turned around. "What?" "She's just joking around," Melissa said, rolling her eyes. "You always do this." "Do what?" "Make everything so serious. It's exhausting." Vanessa was smirking behind her wine glass. I just said, "Maybe," and went to the bedroom. But I didn't play games. I sat there thinking about how many times this had happened since Vanessa came back. How many little digs I'd ignored. How many times Melissa had chosen her friend's entertainment over my dignity. That's when I remembered Melissa's iPad was synced to her phone. She'd asked me to fix it last month when her messages weren't coming through. I'd set it up to mirror her iPhone. I know I shouldn't have looked, but I did. The messages between them were illuminating. 3 months of texts. Vanessa calling me Melvin, not even close to my name. Melissa sharing photos of me sleeping, captioned, "Look at this creature." Discussions about my boring job, my childish hobbies, my basic taste in everything. But the worst part? The planning. They'd actually strategized ways to make me uncomfortable enough to leave the apartment so they could hang out without me. Vanessa suggesting she could break him down a little to make me less clingy. Melissa responding with laughing emojis and, "He's so easy to trigger." There was more. Melissa sharing intimate details about our relationship. Vanessa making comments about how Melissa could do so much better and upgrade once you're done with the starter boyfriend. I took screenshots, all of them. Then I found a conversation from last week. Vanessa, "Should we tell him about Thursday?" "No, I'll just say it's a work thing. He won't even question it." God, he's stupid. Not stupid, just trusting. Same thing, babe. Thursday. When Melissa said she had a work dinner but came home wine drunk at 2 a.m., I sat on those screenshots for 2 days. Went to work, came home, acted normal. Melissa didn't notice anything different because, as I learned from their texts, she barely noticed me at all unless I was being sensitive. Then I made my move. I created a throwaway Twitter account, posted the screenshots in a thread. No names, no identifying information. Just the messages with a simple caption. "When you realize you're not her boyfriend, you're her entertainment." It took 3 hours to blow up. 50K retweets. The comments were brutal. People sharing their own stories, calling out the casual cruelty, the violation of trust. Someone said, "This is emotional abuse with a wine glass." I didn't expect it to go viral. Honestly, just needed to share it somewhere, anywhere, to feel less crazy. Melissa found out the next morning when her sister sent her the link. I was making coffee when she stormed into the kitchen, phone in hand. What the hell is this? What's what? Don't play dumb. I know this is us. You went through my messages? Your iPad was open, I said, which was technically true. Thought it was mine. And you just decided to post them online? I shared my experience, didn't use names. Everyone knows it's me. My sister recognized the conversations. My coworkers are sending me the link. Do you have any idea what you've done? Showed people who you really are? She actually laughed. Who I really am. I'm someone who vents to my best friend. Everyone does it. Everyone shares intimate details about their partner. Everyone plans ways to make their boyfriend leave his own home. Everyone calls the person they supposedly love easy to trigger for entertainment. You're twisting it. I'm literally quoting you. That's when Vanessa showed up, because of course she did. Didn't knock, just used the spare key Melissa had given her. You pathetic little man, she started. Take it down, now. No. I'll sue you for defamation. Truth is a defense, I said. Besides, no names were used. If people recognize you from your own words, that's on you. Melissa was crying now. My mom called. She's disgusted. My boss pulled me aside to ask if everything was okay at home. You're ruining my life over jokes. Jokes, I repeated. Like when you took pictures of me sleeping to mock with your friend? Like when you lied about where you were going? Like when you two strategized ways to break me down? Vanessa stepped forward. You know what your problem is? You can't handle strong women. You need us to coddle you, protect your fragile ego. No, I said. I need a partner who doesn't treat me like a joke. There's a difference. The story kept spreading. Someone found Vanessa's Instagram from clues in the messages. Her DMs were apparently brutal. She made her account private, but screenshots of her posts mocking weak men were already circulating. Melissa's social media went into damage control mode. Long posts about how relationships are complex, how everyone needs to vent, how taking private conversations out of context is a violation. The comments weren't buying it. Her sister called me that night. I'm not taking sides, she said, but I told her months ago that Vanessa was toxic. She chose not to listen. Update 1, 5 days later. The aftermath has been intense. Melissa moved out, packed her stuff while I was at work, left a note saying she was staying with her parents. The note also said I was vindictive and had destroyed something beautiful over pride. Vanessa, though? She went nuclear. Started a TikTok series about surviving narcissistic exes. Painted me as controlling, jealous of female friendships, emotionally manipulative. She never mentioned the screenshots, just kept saying I violated privacy, and twisted innocent conversations. Some people bought it. The comments were split, but then something interesting happened. Vanessa's ex-husband found the videos. He reached out to me through Instagram, said he wanted to talk. We met for coffee. Derek was a normal dude. Soft-spoken, tired-looking. He showed me his own screenshots. 3 years of messages between Vanessa and her friends, talking about him the same way. Calling him boring, plotting ways to spend his money while mocking him for working long hours to earn it. She isolated me from my friends, he said. Convinced me they were bad influences. Then she'd invite her friends over to laugh at me in my own home. When I finally asked for a divorce, she told everyone I was abusive, took half of everything and played the victim. He'd stayed quiet through their divorce, not wanting drama, but seeing her do it again, he was done. Derek posted his own thread. The patterns were identical. The same phrases, same tactics, same cruel jokes. His thread connected to mine. The internet did what it does. Vanessa's Surviving Narcissism series backfired spectacularly. Comment sections filled with people pointing out the patterns. Her ex-husband's receipts, my receipts. Other people sharing similar experiences with her. She tried damage control. Posted crying videos about being harassed and gang-stalked by bitter men. But more people came forward. Former co-workers talking about her workplace bullying. Ex-friends sharing how she'd turned people against each other for fun. Melissa texted me, "Are you happy now? You've ruined her life." She ruined her own life, I replied. I just stopped keeping her secrets. You know I loved you, right? Despite what those messages said. You loved having someone to come home to, someone to pay half the rent, someone to mock with your friend. That's not love. You're wrong. Then why didn't you defend me? Even once. No response. Update 2, 2 weeks later, things escalated in ways I didn't expect. Melissa's mom reached out, not to yell at me, but to apologize. I raised her better than this, she said over the phone. Her father and I are mortified. We've seen the messages. The way she treated you, it's not the daughter we thought we knew. Apparently, Melissa was spiraling at home. Her parents had given her an ultimatum, therapy or find somewhere else to stay. She'd chosen therapy but was resistant, calling it pointless and insisting everyone was overreacting. Her mom shared something that explained a lot. She's always been influenced by stronger personalities. In high school, she'd change completely depending on who her best friend was. We hoped she'd grow out of it. Vanessa had been that stronger personality since they were kids. Meanwhile, Vanessa was facing real consequences. The company where she'd been interviewing, she'd lied about having a job, found the threads. They called her references, did deeper digging, found a pattern of workplace issues, ghosted her. She blamed me, naturally, sent a long email threatening legal action for interference with employment opportunities. I forwarded it to Derek's divorce lawyer, who apparently had thoughts about harassment. Then came the twist. Melissa's coworker reached out. Sarah worked in HR at Melissa's company. She couldn't share official details but wanted me to know. Melissa had been reported twice for gossiping about coworkers, creating hostile environment. They'd been documenting it. The viral thread just gave them the final piece they needed. Melissa was put on administrative leave pending investigation, not fired, but close. She called me crying. I need you to tell them it was fake, that you made it up. Please, I'll lose everything. I didn't make anything up. You know what I mean. Tell them it was taken out of context, that Vanessa influenced me, something. So now you admit she influenced you? I just need this job. Please. I'm sorry for everything. We can work it out. Go to couples therapy. Whatever you want. I want a partner who doesn't need therapy to treat me with basic respect. She hung up. Final update 1 month later. The dust has settled in unexpected ways. Melissa kept her job but was demoted. Moved to a different department with less responsibility, less pay. She's still in therapy, according to her sister, who occasionally updates me. Not because I ask, but because she feels I deserve to know I did the right thing. Vanessa left town. Again. Apparently Derek's lawyer sent a cease and desist after she tried contacting his new girlfriend with warnings about him. The internet attention made her unemployable in our area. Last I heard, she moved 3 states away to live with her mom. The viral thread died down, as they do. But the impact lingered. I've gotten hundreds of messages from people sharing similar stories. Men and women who were gaslit into thinking they were too sensitive for expecting basic respect. Some were still stuck in those relationships. Others had left but carried the scars. Started dating someone new last week. Nothing serious yet, but when her friend made a joke at my expense, she immediately said, "Hey, that's not cool." Such a small thing, but it meant everything. Melissa sent one last text yesterday. I see it now. The way I treated you, it wasn't okay. Vanessa brought out the worst in me, but I let her. I chose her over you every time. I'm sorry. Not asking for forgiveness, just wanted you to know. I didn't respond, not out of anger, but because there was nothing left to say. Sometimes the best revenge isn't elaborate, it's just refusing to keep toxic people's secrets. Their own words, their own choices, their own consequences. My apartment is quiet now. No more surprise visits from Vanessa, no more walking on eggshells, no more being told I'm too sensitive for having feelings. Turns out I wasn't too sensitive. I was too tolerant. Never again.